Morning, Mama Lou.
Hi, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing this morning? Mama Lou wants to go and get a sea bath before she leaves Tobago. So I am going to be doing some cuckoo and stew fish, stew kingfish, fresh fish bought from Buku.
What, Mama? Up early and easy already, girl?
Yeah, man.
You doing kingfish today?
Kingfish,
Nice,
man.
Nice.
Kingfish is king, you know.
Nice. How was the night?
Very good, very good. Woke up with intention. I have to wake up early if I want to get a sea bath.
Okay. We're hoping to go.
Mount Griffin?
Kind might be kind of strong now, though.
No. That's why I'm going to cook first. So when we go there for 11 o'clock, when I come back home, before we go on the boat, we have food cooked already.
Okay, boss.
So Mama look crazy, you know. But when you're ready, she ready to work her plan. She working her plan, you know.
Good for you, man. Good for you. You make coffee already?
Well, how much time to think I have plan, see?
Huh?
I come out here and started to see about fish. I just look, but if I make coffee already.
Ay.
So you know, as is always say, you could get anything in a bottle. Trini could put anything in a bottle. So this is some good, nice grind seasoning, Tobago style. That we visited our friend last night, and she gave us some nice seasoning for the fish, man.
Who's that? Who you visit?
Linda.
Oh, gosh. And then fits you right here, boy. They treat you real nice, eh?
Boy, that coconut bake, I thought I could have really make coconut bake. Until I meet a champion Tobagonian coconut bake, boy. I can take the prize for Trinidad, but Tobago, boy, she take it, boy. Take it, she win me. But anyway, it's not about competition.
At all.
It's about making people happy, yeah? When you want to make people happy, you do the best for them.
That's right.
If you're making a coconut bake, you're making sure you put 2 cupfuls of love. And I think Linda put 3, boy. Yeah. So, big up to Linda and her coconut bake, champion of Tobago. And this grind seasoning look like champion too.
Tell me something now. What are you doing with that? Rice and something?
Cuckoo and callaloo.
What? Oh, cuckoo.
Cuckoo and stew fish, Lancelot.
Oh, jeez, you remember.
You forget the menu or what? It had changed because we come to Tobago, you know.
I see somebody say they want to see you making dal, girl.
Oh dear. Darling?
You're doing that when you're back home.
Yes, man. So moving right along.
All right.
Once that fish is seasoned, I have to put my salt. Some.
Let me pop some water first to make coffee, right?
Is that?
I will.
That's what the salt wants.
Check all that. Can't be anywhere too far, man.
Look at it.
I go and get some coffee for you. Oops, that wasn't this one. You sprinkle the salt already? What is that now?
Cayenne pepper.
Very good. You gotta be real grateful to Mr. Manswell, eh?
Yes, man.
Gentleman has allowed us to be here.
It's a very comfortable place. 3 bedrooms upstairs. And
A beautiful view from the veranda, you know.
each bedroom has its own bathroom. I don't know whether he rents by request by recommendation, you know. But it is a very, very nice area that it's in. The bedroom overlooking the sea, so that's always beautiful. So Nancy,
My dear,
you want some sausages?
anything you make, I will eat. I have my coffee already though.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You make some for me as well?
I will. Oh no, Lyndon good. And I spoke to Santa, he's doing pretty good. He told me he had a video out where he rode through Dinsley and Delamar and Montague. Big up for you, Santa boy. Big up, big up. And Lyndon is now a joiner, carpenter, a contractor, a house building contractor. Kimberly and the girls.
Yes, and you know whom I have not hailed out to for quite a while is Azisha.
Bola, Azisha Bola, yeah.
Azisha, how are you doing, my dear? It's been a long, long time. We have not been in contact. Hope that you are doing well. And so is your dear husband,
William.
Yeah. I think of also, I like to think of my couples, you know.
Uh-huh.
Carl and Arlene. We are looking forward to meeting you all later on this month. Think about
I think about Dinesh and Vids.
yes, Dinesh and Vid doing a good job, moving along with their beautiful grandbaby. And Ken and Marcy. Ken boy, how you making out to just spaghetti and mincemeat? By now you must be a professional Italian big casserole man.
Okay.
So that's what she's going to go like this.
Am I gonna make coffee for you, girl?
Yeah?
I'm going to make some coffee for you.
Yeah, what you're finishing your wrap?
No.
I hope you just sit down and eat and breakfast with you for this morning, you know.
Really? Oi. No, my lord. They're up there.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Good, you're in full steam and I'm not helping. Let me get to work.
Well, you know, I always have the mess plate to clean up.
Oh,
It's a morning.
a morning camera.
Morning in Buku.
Last morning in school.
So,
Last morning in Buku.
after I told you, I didn't hear you from now with them.
What she just do, I know what she should do.
You had your coffee already?
Yes, thank you. Let me just,
Yes, hold on. Let me look.
I going to could have been more.
So you fully awake?
Before Johnny and I can just this ketchup. Yes. So we can do all like this, but on as well.
Brilliant.
Where did the freezer run?
Oh.
There's the camera on the freezer.
Malu. Brian started that.
Papa.
There's no coffee, Hillary.
Okay.
No coffee, man. Mama Lou, I ain't feel that nobody could fry sausage like you know. Huh? Big stuff. Boss. Where's that? Where's your business from? Trinidad? You carrying this back to Trinidad?
No.
Yvonne, you think you could fry sausage like Louise? You're right,
I have to
good.
take a back seat when she's in the kitchen.
Also,
Assist.
Jamaicans got real cook here.
Let me tell you something. This lady could rather cook. That's a Jamaican cook, I didn't know. The only island that could give Trinis some competition is the Jamaican cooks.
Well, I know Jamaican cooks, but that's not me.
Hey, you about Guyana?
Okay. I'm okay.
What about Guyana?
Yes, all Caribbean
Yes.
islands. All Caribbean islands could run.
Yes,
But the
it's,
Jamaican boy,
it just seems like you take the same ingredients, similar,
yes.
and then there's a slight difference. Like
Yes.
last night, that vegetable, oh my.
It was good.
I could hardly tell what made it so delicious, but it was different. I
Yes,
had
it was very
cabbage
It
and
was super, it was
yes,
super.
yes.
Indeed.
That's the beauty of it all.
Just like in mixture with people.
Mm-hmm.
Mixture with food.
True.
Mama Lou coffee tasting real, boss. Mama Lou, your coffee waiting for you, eh?
Thank you, darling.
Mama Lou coffee, boy.
We're going out to the porch to eat it.
Uh-huh.
Sounds exciting. It was a beautiful rainbow this morning.
What? Where you see that from?
We were sitting up on the patio upstairs. Oh my. And I grabbed, look, and it's funny, I took out the camera and I took a picture and a video. And not even 2 minutes later it was gone.
Yes.
So I said,
It vanishes.
yes, vanished in the distance.
Upspread?
Upspread boy, Tobago style. Tasty product. Baked by Tobago Baking Service.
Wow. Big up Tobago, big up Tobago. Barbara's Kitchen, where are you? Trinidad and Tobago. We eat the same thing, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
And some good booties, pepper sauce, booties everywhere you go, booty go in the jail, you know.
Yes, boy. Continental breakfast?
No.
No.
Continental breakfast has no meat. Sweets, bakes, bread, right?
Yes.
I think.
Oh boy, this is Trini breakfast. Trini breakfast.
Well, folks, here you are having breakfast with us.
Yes, man.
Of course, we have British. You can't do without British, you know. Put that in here, Louis. Put that frying pan in here, please. I think it's a little too hot for that.
Very good, Nancy.
Yeah, we don't wanna crack the porcelain there. Boy, look at that. What the old man used to say, Ma never made it so good. Or is it just like Ma used to make it?
Just like Ma used to make it. Everybody put their own pepper, right?
Pepper to the liking. Pepper
Yeah.
to your
So you like
pepper
it.
tolerance.
That's right.
Excuse me, yeah?
Is Ralph gonna come down? No?
I think so shortly.
So I'll leave back Ralph and
Johnny's.
and Johnny's.
Good looking, girl. Good looking. I'm a little smile anytime I tell she's good looking, you know. Let me ask you a question there. Ralph is telling you good looking?
In fact, this morning I see him staring. I said, "What's he looking at him?" Say, "You look so beautiful."
You better stay Tobago.
I think so. I'm never going, never leaving.
But compliment like that, you want to stay, man. You want to stay. Lancy, so we're gonna go to the porch. Yvonne, you coming with us?
Sure. Let me call Mr. Johnny and get him.
Or you're gonna fix up Johnny before you
Yes,
come
I'll
back?
fix him up.
Okay. Daddy, you wanna bring my coffee, please?
Don't worry, I'll bring it. Have no fear. I'm following you, you know, you have my sandwich. Hold on, hang on. That's okay.
Yeah, the bleating of the sheep.
Okay, what's your name?
Let me just
Yeah, sure. That's right. Let me get the chair.
So we are here out on the porch. We are going to have our breakfast overlooking the sea. We have the bleating of the sheep, beautiful sunshine, and Mama Lou is going to capture on going down to Mount Irving. The low tide is around 10. When the high tide is high, man, I tell you, it's difficult for Mama Lou to get in. So I don't want to give Lancy a heart attack. So I said, okay, I'm going to get up early this morning, organize lunch before we go. Mount Irving is just like maybe 10 minutes from here. Lancy, about 10 minutes. Yeah. And have a good swim, come back, have lunch, and go on. We have to get to the boat for 2 o'clock. So I'm trying to get in my last lap swim. Yes, so thinking about you all here. It's a beautiful Friday. Many have gone to work, but we retirees are fortunate to have leisure time. And for those who can always try and get a little time out in Tobago, I always recommend it. You don't have to be rich to get to Tobago, especially we seniors now. You don't have to pay too much on the boat. So yes, and Yes, but this is a really nice spot out here. It's very comfortable. It can house a big family for about 10. Yeah, so should anyone be interested, you can always contact us to find out. So quiet and peaceful and beautiful. I just love it here.
Okay, I'm gonna put these in the oven, okay?
In the oven, right?
Right in the oven here.
That's after bring some plates. So you want to take this over? I'll get the plates.
Please, I would appreciate that. I've been watching that goat out there. I don't know if you can see it. And he's been standing watching in that direction. And I couldn't figure out why is he standing all morning looking across there. But I think he's kind of separated from his family. From its family, really. And he's just been like that, standing there for hours, looking at me. I go bang, and he looks my way, and he looks across, and I could see some young billy goats in there. And I think, this separation is hurting. It's hurting. Isn't that like life? Sometimes you're separated from family, and there's pain in your heart. You can see them, but you can't get near them. Tough. Life is tough. So it's a beautiful morning. I think the tide is beginning to drop. And maybe the tide might be low at 9. Past 2 days or so, it's been 10. 10 back to about maybe 3 or 4 in the evening. But this morning, I think it's going to be low tide at 9 o'clock. Can't tell. So we have a couple hens across there scratching. Don't know if you can see them. I have a little topic I would like to introduce to these ladies this morning. And it's called honesty. How to be honest. I think the hardest thing to be honest with is yourself. To admit errors. To admit your own faults. Especially to yourself. But I hope Yvonne comes out because I think she's quite a helpful person. Oh, Mama Lou. Oh, Moms, you gotta keep this door locked.
Yes, the flies are.
Yvonne, are you coming?
A little bit. She organized.
Okay, great. You don't want the flies and the ants to be parading through that front door.
You don't see.
Aha. Well, friends, this is it. There's Mama Lou. There's Mama Lou, man. Applying the birdies.
And we're going to leave the rest in the oven.
Okay. You mean you're taking them back inside?
No.
Oh, you mean my designated oven?
The designated oven.
You're gonna watch the flies, eh?
Yeah. Put it to me.
Maybe you should cover it.
I didn't bring any kitchen towel.
And maybe I should go for one.
Yeah. They probably have in the drawer. All right, give me that.
Okay, mommy. I'm going to introduce a topic called honesty today.
Okay, let's just sing grace so I could go ahead and eat.
Say your grace.
Okay.
Right? I'll be back.
As wakes the morn with mercies new, to thee, O Lord, with thanks renew, for all thy care and now we pray, thy blessing on our lives today. We have to be thankful to God, Quick breakfast, tasting quite good.
I have to put them in there.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else. And Yvonne suggested this. Get a reply.
Nancy securing. There are some flies.
Well, I'll tell you what. All good.
You would have enjoyed that job. All that remaining plate is yours.
Gotta work for your meal, you know. Hmm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Louis. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Hops and sausage. Fried. Onions, Louis, you put onions into this?
Onions, pepper.
Onions,
garlic,
pepper, garlic,
Ketchup.
ketchup.
Normally we put some mustard. I forgot the mustard.
Mm-hmm. Simple meal, tasty. Louis, that goat here. You see him over there, right? That ram. It's been steering all day across that place.
No?
But when I looked this morning, I realized that there are young ones in a pen, and it has been separated.
That is the father, you know. That's not the mother.
No. But the idea is, you know, that, or the thought is rather, it's separated.
Yeah, wanting to be close.
Yeah, I want it to be reunited. Eh?
Well, that's what life is all about. Each other.
Good coffee?
Very good. But I don't think you'll get any from it.
It's okay. I had before.
But you know you would need to wash down your bread.
I use water, don't worry. I had some of yours, you know.
You know.
Good morning, sir. How are you going?
Johnny, where
Dry.
are you?
Yes.
Are you looking through the window?
And his head is fitting in one frame, you know. Johnny, you are funny.
Yeah, no.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You having two? A second one?
I'm going to give you half.
You wake up with a strong appetite, girl.
50-50, Angela, what do you mean? Oh, that's swimming yesterday. All that swimming yesterday, I'm entitled to eat some carbs this morning, man.
You know, I see people driving out here. They drive along there
That's kind of like a little attraction there, you know, Nancy.
and they go to the edge
The
there
battery.
and they look all across there.
Because when you are out on Mount Irving Beach, you look across the sea, you know.
Maybe I should show folks what it's like out there now. So friends, just bear with me. I'm walking. I want to give you a glimpse of Mommy, hold on to it for me, please. I'll come back. This is the road. I have ventured out here bare feet. And I tell you the truth. I've been spoiled after being a country boy for many years in Cora. My friend, I feel sorry for you. I do feel sorry for you. Separated from your family at the moment. But they know why they do it. But I am sure you're going to get back to them sometime. Can't be for long. So I see a lot of vehicles come out here. Some people don't exit their vehicles. I don't know what the expectation was really. Maybe they wanted the view. Can you hear the surf pounding there? I suppose, yes, tide is low. But if someone were to come out here, exit the car, stand here, look at the vast ocean, and consider the Creator's mighty power, the volume of water, the landscape, beautiful. So, I go back to my friends. For the moment, the animal has forgotten its grief. It's distracted by this human walking here. It's wondering, what kind of gadget does he have in his hand? Only the eyes follow me cautiously. Uh-oh, there's Ralph also. Ralph has joined. To get a little bit of excitement out of this. Yvonne, you're there. Yvonne, it's quite a task walking on these pebbles here, you know.
Oh, you don't have one in your slippers?
No, I don't. I think I wanted to punish myself a little. You know when you grew up in the country?
What you could do when you were younger, run on
Boy,
stone.
I tell you. Johnny?
The feet have gotten delicate from shoes.
Very delicate. Very delicate. Where's Ralph? He's gone
He's
in.
going to fix up his breakfast. Uh-oh.
See that? In time to catch my half.
Impressive.
Impressive, huh? I know she'll be intrigued by my agility. So friends, Mama Lou has faithfully left me half. 50-50. The last 50.
The bigger 50.
I ain't so sure, you know. I've been kind to her, but I ain't so sure.
Honey, I'm going to put that down, but come sit.
So, Yvonne, did you enjoy your time here in Tobago
Oh my.
so far?
Enjoy is not the word. It's been so special. Every day, everything's so special. You know, this little setting here, country setting, you have the animals over there, and all of that, and then the beautiful scenery. Oh my, it's just been beyond words.
It really has been, yeah?
Very, very relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful scenery. This morning the rainbow was right there,
Really?
and you could almost see like a little shadow, you know, when you see almost like two of them. Very nice on that side.
You remember that shadow, that rainbow I picked up at
I remember in Trinidad.
Papaya?
Rainbows are fascinating. They say it's a full circle, but you only always see half. It looks like half.
You ever tried for the pot of gold?
I don't know what that is.
At the end of the rainbow?
What is this? You love Auntie Lou cooking, right? Delicious, Johnny.
Friends, breakfast has been good.
Right, you got your half.
Certainly I got my half.
Yvonne, you
I told him he got the bigger half.
50-50.
I need to just close this door.
Mama Lou always leave doors open. Again, that is your personality, openness. Closed door, you look so prohibited. Yeah, boy, a closed door look prohibited.
Johnny, put that inside for me, please. Thank
Get
you.
on the counter.
Ralph, there's a chair there for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're a gentleman, a scholar, judge, a good wine, Mr.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am fine, thank you, man.
Welcome to our beautiful holiday house.
Oh, I tell you.
How you think you like Tobago?
I love Tobago.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Ralph doesn't say anything out of the way.
I love Trinidad. I love Tobago. So I'm doing all right.
Good, very good.
It don't get much better than this.
In Guyana, there's
A vlogger.
a vlogger.
He says, life can't get better than this. Life can't get better than this.
You might have to go to Guyana.
I tell you.
Yes, to all our Guyanese subscribers, if there are any, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it here in Tobago with us. Very good, sir. So Louise, tell me a little bit about honesty. I've been thinking about honesty these days.
They said as he had his tea to drink.
Yeah. Because there's too much responsibility.
Too much responsibility to be in honesty.
But you know what I was thinking? Excuse me. Yeah? I was thinking that the hardest person to be honest to is yourself.
Absolutely.
I was definitely thinking about that. And it's not like you're not wanting to be honest, but it takes more effort. Seems like it's easier to see something that's over there, but introspection to see the honesty, and it's one of the qualities that you see in children, the openness that we lose as adults as we adapt to life.
Well put, Yvonne.
Yes, but it's always refreshing when you see a child, the things that they will just say, you know, with openness and no hidden agenda.
Yeah. That's true. It's sad to think that we always have to think, I wonder where you're coming from.
I know.
I find that so sad.
And
You know, you being natural and somebody wondering, wonder what she up to? What's her gender? What she want?
You're not accustomed to it.
Yeah, you know. So,
but you know, honesty doesn't have to be hurtful. It can still be kind.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's important.
So honesty also involves being able to say no when you should say no.
Yes.
Absolutely, and that's a tough one sometimes.
Yes.
Especially if it's someone is expecting a yes.
Yeah. You know, we grew up thinking that you must never say no to someone who needs help. Because there were some things in growing up that just seem to have been unwritten, but there.
I know.
So we have that way of not being able to say no, even as adults. And I was most surprised when I was reading a book on mental health,
Yeah.
and it says you must be able to say no. And I was like, what? This is quite contrary. You know, because we felt you cannot say no to someone who needs help. And now here, years later, almost, you know, half my age is gone, not being able to say no, and I don't think I can still say no. Because it was something indoctrinated into you that you have to be there for others.
Yes, which is a beautiful thing. I married in you very much. Beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Tell me-
but as life goes on, you really,
But you know,
people can take advantage of good
absolutely.
nature.
And the truth is, there's just so much one person can do.
Exactly,
There's a
exactly,
limit.
exactly.
And everyone knows their limits.
Yeah, yeah. You
So-
should know your limits.
So how do you in honesty deal, let's say with a husband and wife, for instance? How do you deal with something you don't like that a person is doing, either saying, you know? How do you deal with that? You have to be honest about your feelings. Okay, I don't like it. How are you going to tackle that? Because if you bottle it up, it's going to explode at some point.
Yeah. Well, I would say that that is something, if you have been married for 30, 40 years and you never really was able to express to your partner that you did this and I can't really appreciate it. It'd be very difficult to do that now. But if in your early marriage you were friends, it's important to be not just a husband and wife. You know, some people just see that's my wife and that's my husband and loyalty to each other. But more importantly is that you are friends. And sometimes it's easier as friends to converse than husband and wife. Because a lot of times people don't say anything because they don't want confrontation. But if we communicate using good words and right, I always say timing is important. You don't approach a conversation with a man who just came from work and he's tired and he has faced traffic jam. You don't know what kind of day he had at work, and you want to talk about a topic that not even on his mind. You know? So timing is very important.
Good
And
point. Good point.
timing is very important because that person, whether man or woman, they're gonna rail on each other. Because gosh, now you criticizing me? Because to talk about things, people look at it as you're criticizing them. But I think it is very important. Well, honesty here might be a strong word to say, well, you felt this way and you were not honest to say it. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. But to be honest, if we're talking about feelings, it is very difficult for sometimes for people. Because I have spoken to people already, and I would say, well, why don't you talk to your husband? Or why don't you talk to your wife? And she says, no, that will cause more trouble. That will cause more trouble. So I am just going to end you. But you're going to burst. You are going to burst because someone don't know they are offending you, and for years I have done it and you have never complained. Now you find in fault. You see, so they would rather bite the bullet than to say anything. But I think is if you want a really good relationship, even outside of marriage, a friendship with each other, it is better if you can really express how you feel about things.
So, Yvonne, what do you have to say about that?
Well, two things that comes to my mind. I think of examples in our parents and them teaching us, not necessarily saying you have to be honest, although that was part of the teaching, but you saw the give and take and the way of speaking to each other, you know, in a open, honest, kind way. And so it's something we struggle with because as we go through life, sometimes it's like you were just saying, it's easier sometimes to not even deal with the issues. But as you realize they're really not going to go anywhere and they will become stumbling blocks in any relationship.
Definitely.
And not much has prepared us, to use the right word. Psychology teaches us that when you talk to people, don't start saying you. It's accusatory. And we all do it. You. But if you, like you said, if you're talking about I feel, my feelings, seems a more reasonable thing for a person to accept.
Yeah.
That it's your feelings, what you're experiencing.
That's right.
Your honesty, the place where you are.
That's right.
A constant struggle. We have to be honest about that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we're on equal footing here. 2 women, 2 men. So, Ralph, I'm going to move closer to you. Let me hear your take on all of this now.
Well, one of the things I found helpful with any kind of communication, especially honesty, is that if I try it on myself first, that I'm usually quite surprised, you know, that I do the same thing that I'm about to be so accusatory and so honest about, and a lot of people say, well, I have to say it because it's true. And they don't know that that you have to try on something and see, well, put it through the test. Is it, not only is it honest, is it hurtful? Because honesty can be brutal when you try it on, when it's you are accusing someone else. But when you're honest with yourself, you go, oh my, I'm surprised I have the same thing. And matter of fact, I may have it even worse. So that's one of the great things about self-examination. You know, so before we speak a lot, that's one of the best things about any kind of communication is thinking about if it was said to me, how would I respond? How would I like it? You know, and my mom, she suffered from well, it's true. that was her favorite saying. Yeah, mom, it was true, but you know, just because it's true don't mean it was like you say the right time or that it's not going to be hurtful, you know. And so your your approach, your timing,
Very important.
and trying it on first. Try it on yourself first. The mirror is one of the best places to try it out, you know.
Small mirror or big mirror?
Big mirror, big mirror. And
Usually the mirror for self is very small. I don't want to see all that.
Rather need a big mirror, man.
and I'll be honest with you that sometimes it's frustrating because you're saying, well I have this same problem as I'm about to accuse the other person of, and so how do we deal with life? Because I want to pull the covers off of this thing on the other person, and then I find out that I have it just as bad, and so then I just have to leave it alone. And so how is it going to get resolved?
Well, I guess in a case like that,
Mm-hmm.
you might come a little closer. So in other words, what you are saying is, how can I talk about something that I myself am guilty about?
That's right.
So just roll over and we continue. Right? You just put a plaster on the sore.
That's exactly right.
Right. And we still have a long few years to live with each other. Because we're not talking separation.
That's
No,
right.
no. We're talking work this thing out.
We have to work it out.
Work this
That's
thing
right.
out.
Yeah. So I mean 53 years, and God, if it's have 10 more years, I can't sweep this thing under the carpet. So I think if we both feel that I can't talk to it because I'm guilty too, and the other person, therefore we on a stalemate, we on a stalemate, I would say that, but we recognize we not doing well. Because let's be honest to ourselves.
That's right. That's
Let's
right.
be honest.
That's right.
Hey, we're not doing as good as we used to do, right? Because I don't find now, I don't think that I can really express how I feel about things. So it's like communication is breaking down. If you had communication, it's breaking down. If you had no communication, well, you're lost now. Right? And we have a few more years to go.
Well, it's just like you were saying, though. You know, you don't want that to have a pressure cooker either. You know,
Exactly.
where it's just a pressure building up, building up. So how do you release that
That's
that pressure?
and that's what we have to think about.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that therapists they use something that they use very often is they say, well, how does it make you feel when that person says so and so? How do you feel? And you know, so that then you say, well, the way I feel was so and so and so and so. And, you know, and so really they're trying to teach you how to analyze the problem, whether it be in you or the other person, without attacking,
Exactly.
taking the aggression out of it, toning it down, and so rather it becoming an exercise and finger pointing, it becomes more an exercise in understanding and analyzing the problem, you know.
Yeah.
So
Because you know they say when you point one finger,
that's right,
four
four
points
pointing back at you.
Remember?
So I
Thank you.
sometimes.
That was very helpful, Ralph.
Exactly.
So now that we know the problem, that we are afraid to talk about to each other, um, that's where communication really comes in.
And as Ralph has pointed out, it's
Yes.
the manner in which you
Yes.
seek to,
Yes. So
reconcile.
what I wanted to make a point on what Ralph was saying, that you recognize a weakness in your partner, but then when you think about it yourself, you realize, but I'm very guilty. So then, how can I say something? But I feel that
That's where humility comes in now.
right.
Isn't that true?
So a good thing is a good way to deal with that would be take time out. Take time out.
Yes.
You know, think about, okay, my wife's birthday is coming up. Maybe we can do something nice. It's our anniversary. And I always say, you don't have to be rich to go on a vacation, right? And you don't have to let what others are doing, if you can't match up to what others are doing, that
do
you
what
can't
you
do
can,
anything
huh?
at all.
Absolutely.
But you do what you can. You can't go and stay in Plantation in Tobago, or I even forget some of the big time hotel name, Grafton Beach and what's the one there near the airport?
Crown Point it used to be.
No, Kong Point is ordinary now. That nice big hotel. Anyway,
You see, that same outlook is ordinary now. That's why people don't. That's why people go for the big ones.
That's right.
Because it's ordinary now.
yeah. So, but the thing about it is that pork cut could be your own castle.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Pork cut could be your own castle. So you come to Tobago, you take the ferry. If you're a retiree, you're just paying $25 one way. It used to be free, eh? It used to be free, but with the budget, it went up. They put it back on. So the normal fare is $75 to come, 75 to go, $150. If you're retired, you're just paying 25 to go, 25 to come back. $50 against 150. Just $50.
Then some people back home too, they go for bus rides.
That's nice.
Yeah, they go for bus rides. So Rio
Yeah.
Claro, Guayagari, on the far east coast, you know.
Yeah. So, okay,
But the idea is to do things together.
doing things together. So you leave your environment. You don't have to, as I say, stay at a big time hotel. You rent a place, because there are places that are pretty reasonable, right? Just to be away from home with the responsibility of children, because although children big and they're living with you, it's still a responsibility.
Absolutely.
It's the long time people say little children, little trouble, big child, big trouble. It's true,
Absolutely.
right? So you come out, the same food that you were going to cook home, you're going to cook in Tobago, so you don't have to go out in a big time restaurant.
Absolutely.
Going to the beach is free. So Tobago have beautiful beaches. So you just come out and you go to the beach. You can go to Mount Irving Bay. You can take a drive up to Cascara. You can take a drive up to Charlottesville. Let's say you came for 4 days. And you wouldn't believe how that brings about closeness.
Refreshing.
Because now quarrel about, helping me cook. And you not touch me wash the wares. And you did not even put out the garbage because now we're on vacation. And the quicker we do something together, the quicker we get out there to the beach. And you rekindle that which you had in the beginning. And that is the time when you could just talk about things. Just casually talking, Because as you say, I have the same fault that I have. And even if it is to say, I was reading a book and I read about, that we must be kind to each other and we need to communicate. And I think that we have lost that ability to do that. So, this is an opportunity now. Let's go back home and let us really give ourselves a good chance to enjoy life together. Look at Mama Lou and Papa Lance.
That's right.
Look at Ralphie
Ralph
and
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Yeah, we could do the same. They're no different.
But another thing I find is this helps so much is counting your blessings.
Exactly.
And when you find the things look so bad, I've done this now. I have tried this, and I was surprised. Just in this past year, I just started numbering things that I had. Blessings. I mean, my hands work, my eyes work, my ears work, my mouth work. I can taste, I can smell. Just a simple thing.
You better off than me, Raz.
You can enjoy food.
I can enjoy food
We can see that.
Low blow. Too honest.
Of course,
Good.
Ralph is
Hold
so
it.
much-
Hold it. I want Ralph to continue this. Excuse me, Louis, please.
Yeah, so I just kept because I've actually, we heard this. I read I saw this little video with Zig Ziglar years ago. He was a motivational speaker, and he met this woman at this seminar, and she came up to him, and she told her, was complaining how horrible the people were at her job, and then Zig Ziglar told her, you need to start thinking about the things that you like about your job. And she said, well, that's easy. I don't like anything about my job. He says, you don't like anything about your job? He says, well, do you work for free? She says, no, they pay me. Oh, she says, write that down. Then he said, do you drive to work? Yeah. Do you have a place to park? Write that down. When you get to work, is it very hot, or do you have air conditioning, a nice lighted air conditioner place? Yeah. Write that down. And he just had her, analyzing all the does your work, does your job give benefits? Yes. Write that down. And the list just started getting longer and longer. And so he left off with that. And so the next time he saw her, she was at another seminar that he was at. And so he said, well, how are things going now? He says, you wouldn't believe how those people have changed.
She
She changed.
changed.
You know?
And that is really so helpful.
Yeah.
that the changes has to be you.
Yes. You
Because
can't
nobody
change
can-
other people.
No, but you
And
can change
amazing
yourself.
how you change and you affect a totally
Yes.
different,
Yes.
you know, you're the one that affect all of this new feeling of gratefulness and all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah, yes.
I'll give you, let me, we've hit an hour here, so I think we need to just kind of round it off, okay?
You mean we
Sure.
make an hour already?
Well, since we started this morning with the
Okay,
sausage and your coffee
okay.
and whatnot, right? And Ralph, thank you very much, you and Yvonne and
More than
Louise.
Yes,
welcome.
very, very
And the
It's
much.
subject
good to
here.
think about those things because they're good to remember.
I want to close with a little joke I heard years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This couple, they were having a problem, you see, and the wife was pretty frustrated about many things, so she would nag at the husband, and I guess he would flare up at her, and he was getting kind of really frustrated with it.
That's how it goes.
And he was considering, today when I go home from work, I'm going to pack my bags, I'm going to leave home. I've had it. But that was the day that she decided, listen, I need to change. I need to give him a break. I need to really look in the mirror as I've done, and I'm going to prepare him a lovely, lovely dinner, candlelight and whatnot. And he approached the door. She knew his footsteps. And as he opened the door, she presented herself to greet him warmly, romantically, and he slapped her because he was expecting a blowout.
Oh my God,
And
she
that
said
was
she
the
got
day.
it.
And that was the day when she was going to change everything,
Oh, that's not a joke, Lance.
right? Well, it's not a joke, but it's a happening,
Wow.
right? It's funny, eh? So sometimes, you get pushed to the edge where you don't react wisely. And maybe the day before he left home, something could have been done better,
Yeah.
So folks out there, this little session really is to kind of improve our relationships.
That's
Children,
right.
home, environment, whatever.
That's so true.
You have to keep working at it.
Keep working at
Working
it.
at it, and it's worth it because then it brings peace and
Exactly.
harmony in our lives.
And happiness, because this is the person we loved.
That's
He's
right.
the person we chose.
That's right.
Absolutely.
We won't
Trust your ability to choose that good person.
Exactly,
That's right.
exactly. And if you chose that good person, even, I always say it's a package we have. It have good, bad, and otherwise. Things we love, some things we disagree, but that does not make it hateful.
No.
So thank you very much, friends. It's been nice being in Tobago with you guys.
Yes, it was
Oh, it's
essential.
so
what a-
special.
this has been easily one of the most memorable trips we've had.
Yes, people have been good to us. We love Tobago, Tobagonians. Not just the place, but the people.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
important. So we look forward now to some kingfish and or dolphin.
Oh, and we will continue to talk when we have
Oh,
lunch.
fungi, you know,
Fungi, that's the,
they call that
the
in
Jamaican name.
Antigua,
Antigua, fungi.
fungi, and what we call it in Jamaica, turn cornmeal.
Turn cornmeal.
Turn cornmeal.
Is that what you call it?
No, we call it cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
That is when Johnny
Johnny
was
started.
cuckoo. The last time you were over here and I was making cuckoo and Johnny is
I
like,
thought it was so funny when you said cuckoo.
So friends, thanks again. Huh?
bye.
Bye.